Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you guys are joining from and how you're doing. Just give a moment for everyone to join. Hi, Shannon from Australia. That's amazing. Hope the weather in your heart is good. Hi, Cassia from UK. Lovely. That's late evening. Wonderful to have you. Anyone feeling this beautiful full moon energies? Has anything coming up for you guys? Uncomfort, or you haven't picked up anything? Life is still good, or seeing those curved balls or the waves of energy that this full moon is hitting us. I mean, like today with all the internet as well, isn't it? It's such a chaos in the world with the flights, with the companies, everything. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's good to know, Cassia. Mm. Hopefully, this healing as well helps on topping up for the next couple of days. So we are more in floating. So, hi everyone. My name is Srimanju Katragadda. I'm joining you guys from Seattle. And the weather in my heart is good, and outside the weather is good and sunny too. For anyone that you know, Seattle with all the seasons and everything. So, which is amazing. Glad to be back here. I haven't been back much on Inside Timer for the last few days with the kids being off and really taking some slow times as well. But I'm going to do this full moon, new moon even for the next month, and we'll be in touch with that. So the way we do this one is we'll talk a little bit about the Akashic messages I have downloaded for this full moon. And then we'll go into receiving Reiki energy. We'll do the remote healing. And if anyone is new to me or to Reiki energy, let me know in the dropping comments. So we'll give you a little heads up of what to expect as well. And then we'll be picking up a card. Today's deck that I've been drawn to is Archangel Raphael's deck. And so we'll be pulling up a card and see what message comes for us all in the unity. And also, I generally, with these ones, I do pick up a page or something from the Heart Thoughts, Louise Hay book, and it always resonates with everything we talked about and how that reconfirms. So I love this Oracle deck of cards generally because they always reconfirm of what we are thinking, what we experienced in a meditation. So it's icing on cake. So, anyone new to me, first timers here, or have you been here before? Let me know. So, Akashic space is such a beautiful reservoir of information that can help us in foreseeing what's coming up to help us in being prepared. Just like a weather forecast, we check in the apps or check in what is the next few days going to be like, and that's what happens. And right on the day, something changes, and you might see, oh, we were supposed to have sunny spells, but then it's flashing rain. That as well might happen through the Akashic records. It's more of a baseline to give us an expectance. So we are better prepared to what's ahead of us. It's not a fortune telling, but from like the energy of the universe, energy from the collective conscious, how we are all majorly expanding into So I'll be also sending a newsletter out on maybe Sunday. So if you want to read further details about what I'm talking here, you can go onto my website and subscribe as well. So you get this newsletter every full moon and new moon too. So what they were talking about is that the guides is about the triggers. A lot of triggers are coming up in our persona, and let me know in the chats as well if you are in sync with these energies, and if you're resonating, and if something is not resonating to you as well. So the triggers are coming up, it could be the past unresolved emotions coming up on the surface, and we might be like feeling uncomfortable about things, confronting to a colleague or a partner or child, um, kind of like shaking off all the old stuff that are being lingering deep unresolved things, shadow part of us coming through, or inner child wounds might be coming up through, or certain ways of we identifying ourselves. Yeah. Sometimes we get frustrated, agitated at a particular thing. Say for example, you get a bag of vegetables, and when you open up, you realize there was one funky one, and you didn't notice it. It was rotten, and you kind of like you're to yourself, why did the shopkeepers keep them? Or why did I not overcheck? How did I miss that? But something else might be happening in the day, the project that you might be working on didn't go as per your plan, and you just moved away from it. But the feeling of it, uncomfort was there. And through this opportunity, it burst open. Do you understand that ripple effect? Do we all do that, right? Unknowingly as well, when we don't pay attention to. Sometimes if you're a parent, um we would say that your children don't do this, just because we were told, or our parenting style was not to be the same parent as our parents. So that is where most of the work comes as well. Our children are generally teaching us those unresolved traumas of our past as well. Yeah. And to be in sync and work on it is the most important thing. Being very conscious about things what are showing up. Now, the triggers are coming up. I also see as a filtering system that's coming up in our collective consciousness. When the filter comes up, anything muck or on anything that's not good for our highest good is being filtered out. And only when we realize what we consciously want, dislike it, comfortable with, is where we can even filter it out. And that is where this energy of the full moon is coming to the surface. Yeah. I had to stand up and say no to my family. A lot of things came up and it was very uncomfortable. Absolutely. And well done for doing that. Very uncomfortable, but you have been working on it for such a long time. And now was the pivotal moment that you went ahead and said things that were comfortable to you, get it off your chest, off your opening up your throat center. And then, of course, it's uncomfortable because everyone knows it, but doesn't want to agree with the elephant in the room. And that is where someone had to pull a trigger off to pull through things as well, isn't it? And these are the moments that's coming up, a lot more intensely as situations are arising. It's not that you are seeing it right now. They have always been right in front of us, but we didn't feel like acting on it. And now it's like that impulse is so strong, we are acting on it as well, but also think about, what is my highest good here? Why am I feeling it? Why do I want to unburden by sharing things or speaking up my truth, even saying what is my favorite things, what are my desires, even how do I feel about it? Yeah. So those are the most important things that we are working on right now. Yeah. Do you all feel that? Sarah, triggered when my mom makes suggestions or comments about my physical health. Absolutely. And also sometimes is they want to go ahead and fix us, or they only see the broken parts of it as well. Whereas we already see a broken part of ourselves and we are not able to be comfortable with it. And we do put that trigger up. Yeah. Mhm. And when you notice it, when you acknowledge it, we become more stronger as well. Sometimes it's just not about speaking up even needed, but oh, it's interesting where this game is coming from. That's yours, that's your mirror work. I'm just being here watching this game. That's it. And that allows us to step back, take the power back into ourselves and not to fight with it, but allow ourselves to be in our strength as well. Yeah. And when that moment passes away, we feel much more stronger and more open as well. So here are a couple of things that might be helping you guys. If you know it, great. Like, if you don't, or it's maybe just a reminder coming up, journaling is great. Acknowledging, pausing is so important. Many times we don't pause in our lives because we are too afraid of all this coming up. Oh my God, it's too overwhelming. I can't work on it. I better not pause. And we keep running, like, avoiding, distracting, stepping out to be in that silence. Like, how many of us even feel comfortable or remember you were comfortable the first time you went into a silence phase, right? It's so not easy, not comfortable naturally. We have to. But then when we were younger, we were daydreaming, we were silent, we were inwards, we were processing, feeling everything. But also, like, a lot more energy was went inwards. But then we were pushed out, like, oh, you're too shy, you're too silent. Let's change it. Let's speak more, like, and then the social dynamics come in as well. Yeah. So we change our personality to one thing we were when we were born to what you're now. And when you go back to your own comfort cave, that is where the best gifts you find it as well. And then you realize this is who I am in my natural state. This is who I am becoming as well. So there is no one personality that we can even stigmatize or say, this is who you are. We are going to be changing and evolving as well. If someone classifies, hey, you are an introvert, that's only for the moment because that's what I showed to you. That is who I am. But hey, you don't know my extrovert side when I'm with my right people as well, right? So you are having all the parts of the dualities. You're here to experiencing those parts of it. And that is where we are moving and deeply inside, inwards to ourselves. Yeah. Being more mindful, meditations, watching out, like reprogramming these triggers as well. Like, when we really sit and reprogram and think about it in that silence, at least one work is done. Like, you don't need to repeat it because you're deeply unwinding, taking it out, and that trigger button is gone. So nobody has any more choice of doing that again and again until we acknowledge, I'm done with this problem here, I'm done and I'm resolving and moving forward. So that particular pattern or repeated thing is no more longing to show up on our paradigms. Yeah. Talking to someone or exploring the origin, even when you have a good listening friend or a therapist, when we go to, like, you're talking or exploring, and when you re-listen to yourself, it's a click of a moment to know where the origin is coming from. And that is where we are resolving things. So watch that space as well to check in. How are you all feeling with that? Does that all resonate and land in your consciousness? Let me know in the comments. How is your heart feeling? How are you evolving? Like, it's not that like, hey, I'm choosing today. Let me work on my triggers. It's not going to happen that way generally, or not that was aware about it. Like today's meditation is like bringing all the triggers. But when it happens, it's catching that moment and acting and allowing, creating the space to go inwards. And that is the best moment, catching up, not to be in the loop of it, but observe out of the loop and working on it. Yeah. And we feel ourselves much lighter. Like, many people around me I have heard who are way ahead in the ages, like, oh, when you come into your 40s, when you come into your 50s, when you come into your 60s, you care less about others, you care more about yourself. I can see that evolution coming through as when I turned into my 40s, like, I haven't been giving so much about what others are going to think or being a people pleaser, but all my life we have been trained for it. Like, I don't know if it is the age thing, but also I see in the 40s is where we make a huge U-turn inwards into our lives, like, and also we are very consciously evolving. So we are gaining those insights. Yeah. And that is where this nurturing part to ourselves comes in as the most primordial part in our lives, and then comes in like so others. Yeah, because we are really caring for ourselves. So this is what the updates they have given, and hope something resonates and you're able to take it in forward and sit and journal and enjoy that, and also do subscribe so you get much more detailed, longer newsletter about the forecast for this full moon. Yeah. The full moon, some people do feel it more than others. Some people feel more of a new moon. Like, full moon is energetically, and also it affects like which moon cycle might attend, affect you more on your astrological chart as well, might also matter. But generally, it's about like, anything that's coming into completion is being released. And that's where like giving births happen, or in the psychiatry departments people do hear a lot of chaotics happening, or more rushing into the emergency wards as well, like or the ovulation starts up as well. So there is a lot of changes in our own body happens, and also our mind as well. But when we go inwards, we are going in right with those waves and be in sync with ourselves. And that is where I truly believe like our healing sessions generally help us to be more calmer, more inwards as well. And that's the reason, like, I always try to schedule one healing session around this time, like for the full moon and the new moon. Like, such a gift. We give ourselves a permission to go inwards, because it's so challenging these days to find the time, to find that undistracted way to go inwards. So why not do it together in the collective consciousness? It's even more wonderful. So are you all in for it? Anyone new to Reiki? Is it your first time? I've been a Reiki master healer for the past 14 years. Absolutely love it. And it's my first love, first beginning stage into finding a true self of me. Such a beautiful energy shift, and it's so gentle. And the side effects could be like, twitches, pulsating sensations, or a little bit of an emotional release as well. It all depends on where we are, what's coming up to be released. It helps in activation that part. And also, if you're feeling any physical discomfort, now is the time to like receive that healing. So you are being in flow, releasing in. Yeah. So let me know in the comments by giving your permission to receive Reiki, and also let me know if you have any intentions. So we'll be sending this remote healing through this beautiful portal of Insight Timer. All you need to do is lie back, sit in, whichever is your comfort, and just say, I'm receiving Reiki for my highest good. And it will go to the areas of wherever you want or you need to. And that's a beauty transformation. You may feel heat, cold, tingle sensations. Only advice is please don't drive while you're driving. Don't receive this. Try to be in an undistracted environment. Go into do not disturb mode on your phones or your laptops, and just see, witness, be open, be skeptic. What am I feeling? What am I really feeling here today? And why am I drawn to be here? Like, and enjoy this. I'm going to play the music, and I'll guide you to each of the focus areas so you can go. Any first timers for Reiki? The music is not coming through. Let me try again. Accepting Reiki. Thank you, Erin, Carmen, Kasia, Janine, Sarah, Sami. One more time, if not, we'll skip the meditations music. Trusting it's true. Thank you, Jer. All right, okay, so this music is not coming through. Let's go inwards with no music, but I'll be guiding you through the words and see what comes through for you guys. Yeah. All right, relaxing in, taking one nice deep breath, setting your intentions, and closing your eyes, softening your gaze, whichever is comfortable for you. And sitting or lying down, relaxing your body from head to toes and just focusing on your breath. The thoughts might be coming and going, but bring back attention to your breath, loosening up your shoulders, loosening up your jaw muscles, breathing in and out. And as you're closing your eyes, going inwards, feel the energy, calling in Reiki energy and the guides to accompany us on this journey and to receive for our highest good at this moment of time, clearing up anything that's holding us back, anything that's not for our highest good at this moment of time, to be released, released, released. And receiving this beautiful light frequency energy gives us a clarity of mind, clear thoughts, more vitality, energies, a good space to dream and sleep, and even on our physical health, releasing any pain points and easing off. Calling in the Reiki energy to be received remotely here. Feel the energy on your crown center, the warmth on your head, the top of the head, on your crown. Breathe and receive. Expanding your crown center to connect to the source, to the higher self, to listen to the wisdom, the whispers of your belonging. Feel the color of this energy to be indigo. Breathing in and out. Now letting that energies drop into your third eye, opening, expanding, clearing up around your third eye. Breathing with ease, expanding, feeling the tiny pulsations, the tingle sensations running through, opening, expanding your clear senses, feeling into the energies. Breathe. Feel the facial muscles relaxing and receiving this energy, clearing up, expanding into your consciousness with your breath. And gently dropping this awareness into your throat. Feel the warmth of the blue color. Fill in your throat chakra, expanding, clearing up any thoughts you wanted to express that haven't been. Imagine speaking up your truth with ease, singing with ease, clearing up the strain from the neck. Breathing in, easing, slowly letting this energy move into your heart center, expanding, receiving Reiki into your heart. Feel that beautiful green light expanding, releasing any painful memories, the triggers that haven't served or been served and ready to let go. Feel the compassion and love for yourself, accepting yourself from your highest good. Breathe and feel this energy expanding in your chest, back of your spine, into your lungs, clearing up anything that's not for your highest good at this moment of time. Letting this energy move down from your heart into your belly, solar plexus chakra, and visualize beautiful yellow color filling up into your spine, into your belly, with ease digesting the food and the emotions, connecting to your inner child, the unconditional love and acceptance. Breathe, receiving this energy for our highest good. Gently letting that beautiful energy drop in to your sacral chakra, the lower belly, your navel area and lower back, filled with orange color, expanding, opening up your creative centers. Breathing in and out. Feel the warmth in your lower belly with new ideas, wisdoms, desires coming out, allowing, giving permission to be expressed, and releasing anything that's caging you, that anything is restricting you. Now gently moving that energy into your root chakra, to the base of the spine, and visualizing red color filling up. Expanding this chakra releases any limitation beliefs we have, fears, unresolved things. allowing, giving permission to bring in the strength and our own belief systems to anchor deep down into our growth. Breathing with ease and releasing anything that's not serving. Filling in with this beautiful Reiki energy to each of the chakras. And gently moving into your thighs, your knees, releasing, clearing, and receiving. And lower legs, ankles, soles of the feet, toes, and notice Reiki energy flowing through your shoulders, into your hands, elbows, wrist, fingertips, cleansing, releasing, anchoring you. Breathe. And filling in your vessel with Reiki energy. Visualize yourself filled in the auric field with Reiki energy for your highest good. And gently placing your palms on your heart center as you're filling up your heart vessel with all this unconditional love, compassion, gratitude for your own self and passing this beautiful sparkle of energy into your family, friends, pets, neighborhood, to the people, situations, to the globe, to the Mother Earth. Breathing in and out. Gently bringing that expanded energy back into your heart. Thanking Reiki energy for its your highest good to be received in this moment of time. And all the guides supporting on this healing journey. And for this beautiful community to hold the space for each other. It's complete for the highest good. And feeling into their intentions with the awareness of your body, slowly coming back into your physical body, wiggling your toes, your fingers, and gently, like a baby, softly gazing, opening the eyes, opening, breathing in and out, and taking a little stretch, coming back fully present, and here. Welcome back, everyone. Got some water, drink to feel grounded, and just watch out if you feel any twitches, tingle sensations, pins and needles, uncomfort, a slight headache, tummy grumbling, anything that came up, or vision, colors. It's such a beautiful, magical energy. Everyone has such a different receiving way. Feeling so light and amazing. So much that was wonderful. Thank you. Felt like emotional release. Amazing. And sometimes when we release, we don't even need to identify what we released. It's just like, okay, done. Thank you. That is a shift. That is giving ourselves a permission. I'm ready to release whatever is not serving. And sometimes identifying, giving names as well, like re brings those back. Yeah. Feeling lightness is the most important thing. Because with that is like you can sleep better, you can dream better, and the day gets much easier as well. Feel flushed after negativity, and my heart is warm. Amazing. Yeah, especially with what you have done. Well done. And now feeling in back in yourself. So take time, drinking water really helps. Um, and also connecting back, walking bare feet on the earth. Continue being in this Zen state if possible, a little longer. Even journaling as well, like those will be the good practices to continue receiving this. You will notice like this energy goes in for a couple of days, which is great. It's receiving Reiki is like a meditation. In meditation, we need to make sure we're not thinking, but with Reiki, it's autopilot, like we stop thinking. Slowly we float in and out. Yeah. Thank you, Cher. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Sarah, for your donation. Thank you, Melinda, for your donation. Deep gratitude for you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone feeling drawn to making energy exchange? I'm deeply grateful for that. And The other ways you can also support is by listening to the meditations I have up or the podcast as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, guys. Ready for a good night's sleep? Yes. Thank you, Vivian, for your donation. Much appreciated. All right, I'm going to pick up a card and see what comes up. These are Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. Yeah. All right. It says, call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with describe your situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. So this is what his card is. I love working with Archangel Raphael, and he's amazing being as of like for healing itself. Like, if you're going through an emotional roller coaster, physical health issues, or very kind of like, someone is suffering around you, Archangel Raphael will help in the healing. I do call upon every day in my healing room, in this room, to support in my healing journey with my clients. Yeah. Because his presence is such a beautiful, soft, gentle, and the healing can happen even in the joyous ways. Like, it need not be a serious or like always having teary. It can also be with a lot of smiles, giggles as well. Yeah. That is what his presence brings in. And sometimes that clarity is needed as well. Like, what is that I released? What is that I healed? What can I welcome into my life now? I hope that resonated with you guys. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your donation. Much appreciated. And Louise, hey, Hot Thought. She is such a role model and amazing woman that I get inspired to know more and more about her story. So the card, the page that I picked up is called Oneness. I'm connected to all life. I affirm the following. I am spirit, light, energy, vibration, color, and love. I'm so much more than I give myself credit for. I'm connected with every person on the planet, with all of life. I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and for all of us to love one another. I hold this vision for myself and for all of us, for it is a time of healing and making whole. I'm a part of that whole. I'm one with all life. And so it is. We can either destroy the planet or we can heal it. It is up to us individually. We need to sit down every day and send some loving, healing energy to the planet. What we do with our minds makes a difference. Isn't it amazing just what we did? I love how like spontaneously these cards also remind us what we need to do as well. So with that is the thoughts on with that is where you are really connecting into your own strengths that we all have. Like, sometimes they're very deep down, hidden that we can't see, we can't feel, we don't trust ourselves, or because of the stories we have been told. But it is that most important thing is a belief we need to have for ourselves. Forget about the world, forget about family. But the belief that we can have for ourselves is the biggest one, that we can bring it forward and journey in our life. So, how are you guys feeling? Anything coming up? Anything for conversations here? Are you still floating? Has any triggers come up? Any healing you got there? Feeling calm, lighter? It's like after doing yoga, the savasana position, the silence, and observe where the silence is sitting within you. Sometimes silence is so uncomfortable too. And it's like, oh, what do I need to do now? What do I need to think now? What do I need to act, right? Rather than just watch that silence. If anyone has been to the beach or water ripples, watching that is such a beautiful thing, right? You just are there, are in conversation with yourself, with no words, feeling that stillness, observing. Mm. And thankful for these moon cycles that bring us together, that bring us to our authentic parts of us, who we are, and remind us. Thank you. I love the way you phrase that. Thank you so much. Yeah. If it is not the water, it could be the sky. And I'm sure most of our childhood went by those summery nights where we was gazing into this dark sky, isn't it? And looking, watching out, who is talking to us, who is observing what planets are there, or what is that constellation there, right? And in that is like everything else that was happening in the day, we have forgotten in those moments. We weren't carrying that weight or the burden. So, how are you all feeling? Expanded? So, get into your journal, write a new story, write a new strength for yourself, report yourself into your knowingness, and come back with that. So, I'll be scheduling some more events in the upcoming days, but will be less though until the summer vacation. And look forward to seeing you guys soon. Until then, thank you so much. Enjoy this beautiful full moon and enjoy every part of the duality that's coming up in your life. And thank you for being here in the circle together, playing this part of with Reiki energy with ourselds and allowing, anchoring, doing all this beautiful work. As you do this work, as we show up together, we are magnifying, we are multiplying. And so as you can give back this energy, this beautiful warmth that you received to someone else in your life. So feel free to bring that smile and share with others around you. And thank you so much, guys, for everyone to be here. And thank you so much for your donations. Deeply gratitude and appreciate that. And lots of love. Until we meet again, take care. Thank you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namaste.